All right. Welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream. Today in men's Olympic ice hockey action, we start out with Czechia versus Canada. And then later we will have Latvia versus the United States. Pardon any construction noise. We're getting a 220 outlet put in the garage. And I'm right outside the garage. So apologies. All right, let's check the audio. Real quick, too. All right, looks okay on Twitch. Yep, gotta turn this down. Oops, pardon the noise. All right. Let's double check the audio real quick. Man, every time on my tablet, I don't mean to complain, but I cannot get the chat up on the tablet right away. For some, there we go. Let's check the audio real quick. All right, we are set. Hope you're having a great Thursday. This week has flown by with the Olympic hockey. All right, good. Man, Twitch is right on. All right. Oh, sorry. I meant to F. Canada women in that makeup game are up 4-0 and over Finland in the third period. Not sure who's going to play yet in net. If it's Binnington or Thompson, it'll be one or the other, and then the other one tomorrow for Canada. John Cooper didn't announce, the starter yet, but HECO, that's head coach. I was wondering what they were trying to say. I'll wake up soon. All right, not too sunny of a day right now. Kind of overcast in my area. All right, looks like they're finally going to have a couple minutes of pregame here. For some reason, they're just previewing the entire field. If it's Dostal, Dostal's on the, who's he on the Ducks? Binnington, of course, on the Blues. Thompson, I am blanking. Logan Thompson. Is he on? Is Logan Thompson? Yeah, I was going to say Capitals. That's what I thought. Hey, Derek. Hello. How's it going? Thanks for being here. Simbin admin. Thank you. Audio's good. All right. Thank you. All right. So it'll either be Jordan Binnington of the Blues or Logan Thompson from the Capitals. All right. And then let me unmute that so we can hear the goal horn and end of period horn. Oh, I need an extra window for the roster page so I can look. It's 5-0 Canadian women over Finland in that preliminary round makeup game. Switzerland beat France in men's earlier today, 4-0. All right, they still haven't showed the goalies unless I was looking away for a second there. Game is on Peacock. All right, it is Bennington versus Dostal. I'll put that in the chat. Bennington in net. Canada. Dostal in net for Czechia. All right. Just about set. All right, underway. Canada in white going left to right. Czechia in mostly red going right to left towards the slot. And a blue line shot. Big rebound right outside the crease. Rebound put on net by Mitch Marner and kept in. That's right. Dowdy is not wearing 8. He's wearing 89. So Makar is 8. Taken out by Simic and sent to Bennington, and he holds the puck, and we get a whistle. Whistle at 19:21. I think. I don't know. Let's double check that in a minute. All right, Dostal from the Anaheim Ducks wearing number 1, Bennington wearing 50, and Bennington from the St. Louis Blues. All right, so it was a little bit ahead. Yeah, we got a whistle at 19:21. Wow, Peacock is kind of behind. I'll try to get out and get back in. Ooh, what just happened there? The screen like resized itself on my tablet. That was very odd. All right. Canada dumps it in from the O zone, or from the neutral zone to the O zone. Blue line keeper. And they send it into the far corner. Still looking for someone up the middle. Knocked away from Parayko. Czechia up ahead. Right up the middle to the far circle. A shot. And Bennington hangs on at 18:44. And he freezes that. And shots are 2-2. No score early going. Wow. Kempney took a hard hit behind the boards for Czechia. All right, long pass ahead off the stick and into the O zone of, let's see. Sorry, trying to figure out all these names and numbers. That was Tom Wilson, of course, yes. All right, scramble in front of the net. Now the puck is in the near boards. I guess none of those were on net. Czechia into the O zone and Canada behind their own net. Wilson has it, and it's taken behind the net, presumably for a line change. Oh, we got a delayed penalty on Czechia. So extra attacker on the ice for Canada. And there's the whistle at 17:55. Hold on Sedlak. He held McDavid, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see it. McDavid made a hit. I don't. Oh, he kind of, yeah. He knocked McDavid down. All right. Power play for Canada with the 5-on-4 advantage. Face-off taken behind the net, sent up the near boards, down the length of the ice on a clear by Czechia. Bennington It's taken by Makar. Makar into the ozone. To the near boards. Sent behind the net. Gudis couldn't clear it for, and I think the net is off the pegs. When are they going to blow this dead? Somebody knocked the left post off and play continued at 17:26. All right. Shots are, 3-2 at the moment. Canada. Face off. Taken, and Gudis couldn't get it out. Kept in again at the blue line by Nathan McKinnon. Crosby sends it down low. He gets the return pass and a nice glove save by Dostal to keep it scoreless for Czechia as they try to kill off this penalty. Crosby, a nice give and go, I think, with McDavid. McDavid has it in the near boards, down low for Crosby. McDavid in the near circle, centers it. It's saved. Pretty good shot there in the slot by Sam Reinert. And Czechia ends up clearing it. Still 55 seconds to go on this Canada power play. McDavid back to the blue line for McKinnon. McKinnon back to McDavid near boards. Down low for Crosby. Back to McDavid to the point for Makar. Centering pass in the crease. Loose puck and just cleared out into the netting at 16:30. Shots are 5-2 currently. McKinnon on the far side centered it for Crosby. Dostal knocked it down and managed to keep it out of the net. Blue line keeper in the far boards. Back to the near circle. That shot was wide. That was Celebrini. He's wearing 17, I think. Oh, that's right. I think he's 71 for the Sharks. Yeah. Pass knocked out and power play almost over. One last rush. Celebrini to Marner. Marner back to the near side. Shot. Nice save by Dostal. And we're going the other way. Into the far corner. Sedlak behind the net. Power play over. 5-on-5. Behind the net again. Czechia keeps it in. Spacek. Or maybe Spacek. Sent behind the net. Back to the blue line. Spacek again. Towards the net. Back to center. From the slot into the near boards. None of those on net. And it's at neutral ice. Sent off the boards. Taken in by Pastrnak of the Bruins. Stolen by Marchand. Former Bruin. Current Panther. Or taken away. And at neutral ice, they send it back into their own end. That is Hronek. And this one whistled for icing on the Hronek dump in at 14:53 to go in the first period. (6-2) the shots in favor of Canada. No score. 14:53. 0 for 1 on the power play for Canada. Dumped in by Czechia. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Taken out by Canada. And dumped in to the far corner. Ooh, big hit behind the net. Canada in the near boards. Yeah, there is some checking going on for sure. Marchand sends it behind the Czechia net. Ronick trying to dig it out for Czechia. Shot was deflected wide into the far corner. Picked up by Sam Bennett towards the net. Bennett behind the net now, and it's cleared, but into the crowd by Czechia at 14:06. Dostal playing pretty well. 6 saves on 6 shots. Binnington 2 saves and 2 shots. And Canada dominating the action, but haven't gotten on the scoreboard yet. Sent out by Czechia. And, they did call icing. I thought they may have beaten it out. 14 minutes ago, first period. Icing on Czechia. All right, face off. McDavid won the draw. Makar, out of the zone, though. Tays, that's Devin Tays, has to retreat. He takes it right up the middle. Pass deflected away for Czechia. They got a 2-on-1 if they hustle towards the net. It was wide and missed the intended target in the slot. Passed out by Mark Stone. Up ahead to Marner. Marner loses the puck, but Parayko has it for Canada. He skates it in, sends it around. McDavid loses the puck. Taken out by Czechia. Sent in on net. Good save by Binnington at 13:19. Shots are 6-3 now in favor of Canada. Pardon my voice. And we have the under 14 media timeout. Yeah, not much other than that penalty so far against Czechia. All right. $13:19 to go. First period. Let's see. Of course, earlier today in group, which group is this? It doesn't say. I'll have to bring up a different scoreboard. At any rate, Switzerland beat France 4-0. Canadian women, looks like that's a final. Canada 5, Finland 0. Canada 3-1, Finland 1-3. That was a makeup game. Finland had a bout of norovirus, and if they hadn't postponed and rescheduled the game, they would have had to forfeit. They didn't have enough healthy players to play on the opening day. I think they said they went to warm-ups with like 8 skaters and 2 goalies. They never would have been able to play with that small a roster. All right, we're back from commercial break. Face off, Hurdle against McDavid. Hurdle wins the face off. Kept in at the blue line, sent around behind the Canada net. Pastrnak with it in the near corner. Is getting harassed by Morrissey. And let's see. Still battling for the puck. Wilson sends it just out. And Ronick has it for Czechia. He gets it back after a pass. He takes it behind the net. And, actually a shot on goal and a save by Jordan Binnington at 12:49. Shots now 6-4. I was saying, yeah, I'm surprised that didn't update immediately. Radim Rulik, the head coach for Czechia, and of course John Cooper of the Tampa Bay Lightning is coaching the Canadian team. All right, Horvat to take the draw for Canada. Czechia wins it. That was Kampf. Don't know if that shot got through. Suzuki sends it behind the net. Canada up the far boards. Long pass to McKinnon. He's out there with Suzuki. Suzuki shot. Good save by Dostal, and he freezes it. Pretty good shot there by Suzuki. Good scoring opportunity for Canada. So shots, did they count? All right, hold on. Let's see what Peacock has. They don't have a bug up. Finally, 12:30 to go. Canada sent it into the far corner. It's cleared. And on net for Czechia. Did they count that? No. Shots are 7-4. They briefly had 8-4. There's a goal, but they immediately waved it off. For Canada, what was the call here? Interference on Suzuki is the call. Oh, tripping. It says interference on the play-by-play. Suzuki gets a trip, and it costs Canada a goal. Cooper not happy. Oh, yeah, he tripped him. That was a good call. Canada's not going to like it, but hey, Caden, what's up? Just had a goal waved off, and Czechia on the power play. Yeah, Suzuki, after he made a pass, tripped. Nice shorthanded shot on goal for Canada. Czechia on the power play. How you doing, Caden? Hope you're having a great Thursday. Along the near boards, drop pass for Czechia to Ronick. Shot by Pastrnak was blocked and cleared by Canada. Yep. So Suzuki made a great pass, and then his stick tripped a Czechia player. It was a good call and wiped out a goal. Yep. Damn, it is indeed. All right. Far circle centering pass gets away from Tomas Hertl. It's loose in front of in front of Dostal. I'm sorry, no, in front of Binnington. I was right the first time. Cleared down the length of the ice by Canada. Binnington. No, Dostal plays it behind the net. All right, I'll get it right one of these times. Pardon me. Sent in. Far circle. Far corner. Sent around. Did not cleared, though. By Drew. Drew Doughty's wearing 89. Instead of 8. All right, Dostal touches it up, and it'll be picked up by Spacek. Or is it Spacek? Spacek. Sent ahead, near boards. Case into the far corner. Trying to learn these Czechia names, and it's cleared by Canada. Oh, they have Tomasek as well. Spacek sends it behind the net. It's probably Spacek. Kubalik. Dominic Kubalik had it. Pass ahead to Kempny and dumped in from the red line. Obviously, the penalty is over. We're under 10 minutes to go in the opening period. Tom Wilson dumps it in, chased by Celebrini. Hit by Wilson, sent out of the zone by Czechia and sent right back in. Celebrini chasing it. Kempny sends it around the boards for Czechia. Pass to the center for Kampf. Camp gets labeled along the boards. Puck is in the far boards. Ooh, looked like a cross-check by Hurdle, not called against Czechia. Centering, right there on a wraparound, a backhander. Good save by Binnington. And the time is 9:21 to go in the first. Shots are 8-7 Canada. All right, let's see. Let's see. So each team has been on the power play, so they're 0 for 1. Oh, there's a resizing. Maybe that's what happened. All right. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Again, if you joined us late, Switzerland beat France 4-0 in men's hockey. And Canada women beat Finland 5-0. Later today, we'll have Latvia, United States. We'll keep an eye on Denmark, Germany as well. So Suzuki's trip wiped out a goal. He made the pass, the centering pass, and before the shot was taken, he got called for a trip. All right, we got 9:21 to go in the opening period. All right, in Canada's defensive zone, in the near circle, they've got like a hovering camera or something. I don't know if it's drone or... and it just zoomed in on the ice before they could switch cameras. Couldn't see any numbers whatsoever. All right, taken by Devon Tays to the red line for Canada into the O-zone. He sends it in around the boards. Brandon Hagel gets hit. Blue line keeper for Tays. Oh, that shot got tipped just wide through and into the near boards. Finally knocked out by Ronick. They called icing. Ronick didn't carry it to the red line, and Czechia is whistled for an icing. It's 8:41 remaining in the first period. Oh, yeah, it was tipped in front of the net, right in front of, and just wide. That was off the stick of... Who was that? I can't... Oh, Nick Suzuki. I keep forgetting Suzuki is 10. He normally wears 14, but not today. Most of them are wearing their normal number, but not all. Pasternak lost the puck. Marner sends it cross ice. No, on net. I thought they were going to pass to Stone. They did not. And it's a frozen puck by Dostal. Did they not count this as a shot? Oh, thank you, Sinbin Admin. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, second cup of coffee. Under 8:20 to go. Czechia gets it to neutral ice, but Mark Stone sends it back. That's Drew Doughty with the pass. Brought up and dumped in by, I think, Thomas Harley. Up the far boards, now a pass, and sent out by Spacek. Doughty has it for Canada in his own near circle. Send it behind the net to Thomas Harley, who sends it down the length of the ice. This might be icing. It is on Canada at 7:44. Guess we can't call him Sid the Kid anymore. He's 38, as they just showed on TV. All right. Face off won by Czechia. Kempny sends it around. Far circle. Behind the net, Sedlak. Drew Doughty passes, and it's backhanded to the, on a, I guess, a saucer pass to neutral ice. Sent back in by Czechia, but passed by Harley to Doughty. Doughty makes a pass ahead. Neutral ice. McDavid dumps it in. Gudis behind his own net. Kempny tries to send it out. Don't know if that was tipped, but Morrissey picks it up behind his own net and sends it up the near boards. Takes a hit. Tom Wilson passes it to McDavid up ahead behind the ice, or behind the net, pardon me. Kept in by Celebrini to McDavid, who sends it behind the net. Ronick tries to get it out to neutral ice, and Canada sends it. Canada's going for a line change. It's brought up, passed, and tipped into the near corner. Who is 14 since it's not? That's Bo Horvat. Okay. And, Shea Theodore. I thought he might still be on the... Is he on the Golden Knights still? All right. Taken out by Sam Reinert. Pass to Marchand. Pass to the far circle. Shot must have been wide. 6:10 to go. Centering pass. Dostal needs to get up. He was laying down on a save attempt or a pass, blocking a pass. Finally, Ruta sends it ahead towards the net. Backhander saved by Binnington. Pretty good shot attempt and now Pasternak centers one, and that's tipped away before I think that's Hurdle could get the puck on net. Yeah, Pasternak's on a line with Hurdle and Nietzsche. Boy, I haven't heard much from Nietzsche all game for Czechia, the Colorado Avalanche player. All right, 9-9 the shots. Parayko sends it ahead for Canada to the neutral ice. McKinnon to the far circle. McKinnon centers it to Suzuki off the far board or near boards. That Suzuki sent one off the side of the net, and Czechia clears it. Picked up by Morrissey. Couple changes for both teams. Suzuki leaves it for McKinnon. McKinnon sends it behind the Czechia net. And now Czechia, Cervenka sends it ahead. That's Sedlak in the far corner. He's there with Tomasek, battling Doughty and Harley for the puck. Sent behind, and Crosby sends it to the near side. Picked up by Drew Doughty in the corner. And Harley has it behind the Canada net. All right. Harley sends a pass up ahead. Stone with the puck. It's picked up by Spacek. Wraparound, or Marner trying to center it. Blue line keeper for Stone. Towards the net. Shot loose. Didn't hold on. That was Dostal with the save. Finally out to neutral ice for Czechia, but Canada has the puck once again. And they dump it in from the red line all the way around to the far boards. Wilson couldn't get it, but McDavid sends it around to the blue line. Kept in by Parayko. Wilson sends it around behind the net. They were trying to get it to McDavid. That was Celebrini. McDavid gets it right back to Celebrini. Celebrini at the blue line sends it up the boards. Wilson in the near corner. Wilson takes it behind the Czechia net into the far circle. Blue line, no, not kept in. Morrissey lost the handle. Parayko gets it up ahead to Celebrini. Oh, and some pushing and shoving at the blue line between Celebrini and Kempny. We'll see if anything comes of this with 3:09 to play in the first period. Believe offsides was whistled for Canada. And I believe we have media timeout. I am assuming getting to wear the jersey number you want to wear in these Olympics goes by NHL or international seniority. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yep. Hey, Lawrence, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Yeah, a lot of them are wearing their normal numbers. It's just Drew Doughty and Suzuki that I've come across so far. Doughty is wearing 89 because 8 is taken. And Suzuki's wearing 10 because 14's taken. I'm trying to think if there's any others that are different. All right, doesn't appear to be any penalties from that little skirmish or scrum. Let's see. We have 13 votes, 69% Canada, 31% Czechia in the poll. All right, bit of a delay. Oh, they took a shot away from Czechia. It's 10-8 now. Yeah, I don't know what number Parayko normally wears. He's wearing 55. I'd have to look that up. I think everybody else, though, for the most part, is wearing their normal number. At least for Canada. All right, there's going to be a center ice face-off between Hurdle and Bennett. Hurdle had it, but the puck is sent back into the Canadian zone. Picked up by Harley for Canada. Harley up the middle and a dump in from the red line. Wilson takes a hit. Oh, no, that's Marchand who took a hit. And he works it behind the net. Centering pass, and finally Pastrnak has it for Czechia in the near boards. Bennett dumps it in. Chasing the puck in the far corner. Pardon my voice again. Was Reinert. I don't know if Reinert normally wears 13. Pass to Pastrnak for Czechia. Under 2:20. Well, now 2:22 to go. Into the near corner. Harley sends it around. I think they split up Harley and Doughty. And take him behind the net for Shea. Yeah, he's out there with Shea Theodore now. And sent in. Maybe they're just giving Doughty a rest. Icing called on Canada. .202 remaining in the first period. No score. Again, Parayko does wear 55 for the Blues. Yeah, how about anybody know? Thanks, Lawrence. The only but Sam Reinert, I'm not sure. He's wearing 13. I'd have to look him up. Otherwise, yeah, that's like only 2 that I think are wearing different numbers. I'm pretty sure the rest are pretty accurate. All right, shots are still 10-8. Canada. Keeper after the faceoff win at the blue line. A long shot. Binnington save. Big rebound. And he laying on his belly. I think he made another save at 153. Binnington keeps it 0-0. And 10-10 on the shots. So 10 saves for Dostal, 10 saves for Binnington. Yeah, great kick save with the left pad by Binnington off the shot by Kempney from the blue line. Rebound nearly sent in by David Kampf of Czechia. All right, let's see, 14. That's Bo Horvat to take the face-off for Canada. Face-off. in the far circle, kept in at the blue line, shot. That was another save. Another one, two on the rebound. Another good shot by Kempney. I didn't see who got the other blue line shot. Sent out by Horvat for Canada to the neutral ice. Passed by Gudis. I think Gudis is on the Ducks, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Kempney sends it to Sedlak, who sends it in behind the Canada net. Sedlak, far corner, kept in, centering pass to the near corner, taken away by McDavid of Canada. And Canada getting a line change. I think Mark Stone just dumped it in. Marner couldn't get to it. And Pasternak tips it out. Picked up by Parayko. He has it under a minute to go. And sent in to the far corner. Crosby trying to dig it out. Mark Stone sends it behind the net to Crosby. Crosby harassed there by the defender. Doughty sends one. Marner tips one wide. It's 11-10 shots on goal for Czechia. Other way, Doughty in front of his own zone. Sent behind the net. Tipped towards the net, behind the goal. Theodore with a pass. Up ahead, they dump it in. Dostal came out of the net. Pass by McDavid. A blast, a shot, and a goal. Czechia thinking goaltender interference. Makar. Oh, no, they're going to say Celebrini tipped it in. Assist Makar with 5.7 seconds to go. As of now, Canada up 1-0 on a tip-in goal by Celebrini. I don't know, the Dostal was signaling for interference. Celebrini, oh, that might have been a high stick, but it's close. I don't know if they'll review it. So, yeah, I don't think Dostal's going to win that argument. I think Celebrini had it like waist high. I don't think it was above the crossbar. I think this goal will stand for yep, they take the face off, 2 seconds, dump in, and that's the end of the first period. 1-0. Canada gets a late goal on an end-to-end play. And we'll get the time going. Sorry for the noise, the construction. We're trying to get a 220 outlet in the garage. So Reinert does wear 13. All right, thanks, Lawrence. I think then we pretty much just have Doughty and Suzuki with the different numbers. Yeah, good tip in by Celebrini off the shot by Makar. And he got it glove side past Dostal. Changed the direction with 5.7 to go in the first period. Shots are 11-11, but Canada takes the 1-0 lead after one. All right, Czechia 0, Canada 1, end of first period. All right, again, apologies for the noise. Couldn't be helped. Just putting it in Twitch as well. Just the score, period score. Alrighty then. Yeah, backbreaker for Czechia. Yeah, and they had the puck in the zone. I could see the spoiler alert that Canada goal was coming. And I was wondering, I thought, oh, maybe because Dostal came out of the net, but it just was a great blue line shot by McCarr. McDavid got him the pass. And then a tip in by Celebrini just outside the crease. And, he had his stick level. So I think Dostal was trying to say high stick, but it definitely wasn't. Yeah, heads up play by Celebrini to get the stick blade on the puck and pass Dostal. But it is only 1-0. Pretty good game. Cannot complain. Both teams playing well. And don't forget, today, in less than 4 hours, about 3 hours and 45 minutes, we will have the debut game for Team USA, Latvia against the United States. 2:05, the live stream starts, like 5 minutes early. And then tonight, Northern Iowa at Belmont at 8 Central in Missouri Valley Conference tournament play, as Belmont had their 9-game winning streak ended in overtime in Bradley earlier this week. Alrighty. Yeah, so we'll know more. Then Friday, France, Czechia, 9:40 in the morning. And then Canada, Switzerland, 2:10. So Canada with the back-to-back games should be Logan Thompson in net for Canada tomorrow. Vladar is the backup for Dostal on Czechia. And then tomorrow night, Michigan State against Wisconsin. Wisconsin upset Illinois in overtime. I think that was Tuesday. I think the Bradley game was Monday. Oh, they all run together. And then Saturday, Finland, Italy, 9:40 in the morning, and USA, Denmark, 2:10. Not sure if I'll be doing any other streams on the weekend other than the hockey. Probably Sunday night I'll look for something. But hope that I think my sons are going to be here for the weekend. This weekend. Canada, France, 9:40 in the morning. Sunday, and U.S., Germany, 2:10 in the afternoon. Monday, same times, 9:40 and 2:10. And that'll be the women's semifinals. Don't know if I'm going to do any of the women's quarterfinals. Probably will stick to the men's tournament. All right, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and this will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. All right, I think we will take a break. I will cue up some music in the meantime. One second. Looks like they're interviewing Drew Doughty of Canada. All right, 1 second. Let's get to the music. All right. Sorry for the delay. Again, game is on Peacock if you're looking for it. All right, we'll go with the short songs. All right, I'll be right back after a break. Thanks for watching. right, we are back. Get the music in a second here. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, let's kill the music off. Great Thursday, Olympic hockey. Take this down. Oh, excuse me. All right. So, good game so far. Again, a goal on a great tip in front of the crease by Celebrini in the first. Off of, McDavid made a great pass to Makar, and he put one on net that was tipped in by Celebrini. And also earlier, Nick Suzuki made a pass and then on the follow-through tripped somebody, and that wiped out a goal. So it could be 2-0 if not for the mistake made by Suzuki. All right, still got about 3 minutes till the start of the second period. Yeah, eventually we'll get this. Hopefully I won't be in the dark so much. We got blinds up, so I won't get blinded by the light at least. Finally. Yeah, pardon the construction noise. I put headphones on to be less distracting. And yeah, we're trying to get 220 outlets put into the garage or whatever it is so we can charge our cars at the level 2 charging. All right, 15 votes, 73% for Canada, and 27% for Czechia in the poll. All right. Sure, there are many choices here for the hockey on YouTube. I appreciate you joining me. Let me know who you're rooting for in the chat and who you think will win the gold medal or silver and bronze, etc., or the women's tournament. Looking like it's the United States women's to lose. You know, if they don't make any mistakes, I think they're the heavy favorite to win the gold after dominating the Canadian women the other day. All right, should just be about set to start the second. Again, game is on Peacock. I'm not sure about other channels. I know Peacock is pretty much the only place you're guaranteed to see the game in its entirety. They're showing the whole. Man, what is this discussion here?
Just keep an eye on the bottom red ring of the Olympic rings here. The sticks are going to come in. Now stop it here. You have a left-handed stick. This is Andre Palat of Czechia. The right-handed stick in here is Tom Wilson's stick. Watch what ends up happening with Wilson's stick, which is the one that's closest to Canada. It'll swing up, and it'll catch Horvat in the face.
Oh.
Stick comes. I don't know if he ever makes contact, but certainly Horvat took the stick to the face.
Horvat got friendly fire from Wilson. I guess he took a stick to the face right on that last face-off with 5.7 seconds to go. Crosby wins the draw, sends it back to McCarr, and we're underway. Canada in white going right to left. They dump it in from the red line. Czechia in red going, excuse me, left to right. Pardon me. Apologies. All right. Canada finally makes a pass to the neutral ice. Stone has it in the left wing. Centered it right up the middle towards the net. Marner got blocked. And Czechia clears it. Oh, pardon me on my voice. Didn't realize this was going to be an issue. Sent in ahead and couldn't quite get to it. It's in the far corner for Canada. And it will be, well, finally flipped to neutral ice. And this, well, played by Binnington, and he takes it behind the net. Canada couldn't get it out immediately. Morrissey touches it to Parayko. Blue line shot is blocked by Brandon Hagel. And Parayko sends it off the far boards, and McKinnon dumps it in. Dostal plays it to the far corner. Kempney sends it up ahead, but Canada has the puck. Harley sent it ahead. Tipped in, I think, by McDavid. Played into the far boards, far corner. McDavid takes a hit, sends it to the near quarter for Wilson. Wilson to Celebrini to McDavid, centering to Wilson. He missed it, and Czechia is going the other way. Pass off the near boards. Pastrnak. No, not Pastrnak. Is that? Oh, Tomasek for Czechia. All right. Celebrini got it to McDavid. Near side shot. Saved by Dostal. Rebound taken by McDavid. And sent around. Up the near boards for Czechia. Sent into the far corner. Czechia in the back to the blue line. A keeper. Long shot tipped. And blue line, another shot from the far circle. I don't know if any of these are getting through. And Canada makes a pass. Celebrini up ahead. Excuse me. Horvat into the far corner, but taken away by Faxa. Oh, yeah, Faxa's in the NHL. Simic sends it around for Czechia. Up the near boards, and I think this is icing on, it is icing on Czechia with 17 minutes to go in the second period. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Horvat. You got friendly fire on that high stick, so that was not a penalty. He did get stitches. He got at least 3 stitches to seal that gash. But, yeah, that was not high sticking. That was friendly fire by Tom Wilson. All right, 16:55. We've got a whistle. Not sure what this whistle was for, and the commentators said nothing. Or I missed it. All right, neutral zone face-off. Excuse me. Pardon me clearing the throat. I apologize. I don't know what happened at the intermission. All right, pass to Pastrnak. He'll send it in. Near circle. Nietzsche's got it back to far corner to Pastrnak. Blue line keeper for Kempney. Shot. Big rebound. Shot by Pastrnak. I think that was saved or blocked. 16-12 are the shots now. A couple for good scoring opportunities for Czechia, and they couldn't cash in. Stone makes a pass. It's tipped away. He was trying to get it to Crosby. Sent around by Gudis. And a hit by Hurdle. But it's just sent out. Canada has to retreat. Picked up by Tays into the far circle. Tays sends it out. McKinnon has it, makes a pass to Suzuki. Suzuki to McKinnon. McKinnon sends it off the far boards, picked up by Hagel. Suzuki back to, let's see, Theodore. Far circle, Parayko blocked on the shot. Sent around by Parayko. Dostal gets it sent around by Spasic. Canada, looks like it was tipped into the netting at 15:31. Had some hitting. Somebody tried to hit McKinnon and just bounced off of him. McDavid had a nice hit. Doughty with a nice hit of Camp. Faxa gets drilled by Wilson. Bennett bounced off of Simic. They were showing a montage of the hits. All right. In the near circle, blue line keeper for Theodore on Canada. Parayko sends one into the near corner. Wilson trying to dig it out. Towards the net, a big save by Dostal. And Wilson couldn't keep it in, but Theodore passes to Parayko on the far boards, and he dumps it in. Behind the net, McDavid centered it. Celebrini nearly scored. That was a good save by Dostal. It looked like a kick save. Thought it might have found the near post. Centering pass. Harley with the shot way out of the crease. Couldn't freeze it. Theodore keeps it in at the blue line. And sent around by Canada. Blue line keeper as they try to get a line change. Dump in to the far corner. That was off the stick of Drew Doughty. Doughty gets it to Harley. He's back out there with Harley. He subbed in for Theodore. Marchand into the near circle, sent out by Czechia. And Doughty battling for the puck in the near corner. And it's tipped ahead by Canada off the far boards, picked up by Spasic for Czechia. Pass tipped ahead. And Czechia gets whistled for offsides at 14:03. Now I'll try to remember to mute when I clear my throat. Apologies. Yeah, Celebrini nearly beat Dostal. It bounced a couple times on the top of Dostal's right leg pad. Wow. Under 14 to go now in the middle period. Trying to dig it out was Marner for Canada. Crosby sends it around to Stone in the far corner. Marner gets to it. Sends it to Crosby. Crosby in the near circle. Blue line keep in by Tays. Another one dumped into the near corner. Crosby, well, it got sent out by Czechia, and Tays has it. He sends it to Makar. Makar up at the head to Crosby in the near boards. Picked up by Marner towards the net. And Stone, I think, may have tipped it in. Or was it Marner at 13:20, 2-0 Canada, as they increase their lead here in the second period. Let's see who got it. It was Stone from Marner and Crosby. 2-0 Canada. Good play by Marner to drive to the net, and he found Stone wide open. From the near boards towards the crease. Backhanded pass into the wide open net. Dostal may have been interfered with by his own defender. He had no chance to slide over there. Looks like Spasic slid into him, preventing him from moving to the... I mean, I don't think he was going to make it, but... All right, puck into the bench area. 2-0 Canada, 13:13 to go in the middle period. Stone with the goal. Great feed by Marner. The defense was all over Marner and left Stone wide open for the tap-in goal. 81 was there. Kubalik, but yeah. Subbing in any women's U.S. playoff games. They play Italy tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to stick to men's. It depends. Because Canada, Switzerland's tomorrow. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'll have to make a decision on that. We'll have the women's tournament on Monday. But hey, Brick, how you doing? I don't know. I can't decide which would be better to do, the women or the men's tournament. It's a tough call. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I guess I should be prepared for both, but not sure which one will have less competition, too. That's always the consideration. Yeah, I don't know. Based on the results of this Canada-Czechia game, maybe I should do at least the U.S. women. I feel like their games are not going to be that competitive, though. I don't think anybody's going to come close to giving the U.S. a game. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Try to make that decision tonight at the latest. Yeah, since they're playing Switzerland, I don't know, and it's opening round. Yeah, maybe at least just the Canadian or the U.S. women I should do. But we'll see. All right, face off. McKinnon does not win it. Czechia. Well, actually, it's sent on net and then steered aside behind the net. Sent up the near boards. Pass for Czechia into the near corner. Sent around by Theodore. And who sent that out? Did not recognize that number. Didn't see what it was. All right, sent in by Czechia to the near corner. Icing apparently waved off. Theodore sends it up ahead. Skated to the near boards. Sent to the near corner. Centering pass. Shot. That was off the stick of Tays. Wide into the near boards. Kept in. No, not kept in. Pastrnak makes a pass. Picked up and carried into the far boards, but sent out immediately, so nothing for Nietzsche's. Shot and a rebound by McDavid. That was nearly a goal for Canada. Hagel with the puck near circle, and that one is tipped into the netting at 12:01. 16 all are the shots. Now, looks like they just added a shot for Canada at 17-16. McDavid, yeah, got robbed. He couldn't lift it. Dostal made a left pad save and then a glove save. Great concentration by Dostal to keep it 2-1 as McDavid had a golden opportunity. And he is adjusting the glove, and now he picks up his stick. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do the U.S. Again, the U.S. women's. I think other than that, though, I'll stick to the men's tournament. So maybe we'll make a change and do the women's tournament just for the U.S. All right, kept in by Ronick, sent around to the far boards. McDavid couldn't get it out. Kept in by Case. Blue line shot. Big rebound gets sent just wide, and Celebrini clears it. Ronick gloved it down, and they're going to whistle it at 11:20. 17-16 are the shots on goal. Actually, now 17 all. 2-0 Canada. A goal in the first, a goal in the second. Yeah, I don't know. I probably will. I wish I could figure out who's covering what, with the competition. But based on the numbers I'm doing on Canada, Maybe we should do U.S. women. I think there's just so much competition. Probably, especially for the Canada games. Shot by Canada, missed by Parayko. 11 minutes to go in the middle period. Again, pardon the construction noise. Trying to get a 220 outlet put in the garage. Theodore shot, save. Marchand was there, but Dostal freezes it, and we got some pushing and shoving at 10:49. If Dostal had given up a rebound, Marchand was there. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we will try to do U.S. women. Otherwise, other than that, though, until Monday, we'll stick to men. So maybe I'll go ahead and make that change now. 10-4, or during the intermission. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to leave this up during the game here. All right, near circle face-off. And let's see, did they kick Bennett out, or what are we doing? We got a warning. Face-off into the near corner. Marchand behind the Czechia net with the puck. Tried to center it. It knocked into the far corner. Picked up by Czechia. Sent up the near boards by Faxa. And a cross-ice pass and dumped in. Faxa. Oh, Bennington came way out of the net to play it to the far boards. Nearly to the far circle. And kept in by, briefly by Czechia. Shot on goal, saved by Bennington. Didn't see who got the shot. Nice keeper by Ronick at the blue line. All right, dumped in by Tays to the far side. Ronick couldn't get it out. Crosby passes to Stone. Crosby sends it around to the near boards. And Stone sends it around. Far corner. Crosby couldn't get it. Marner has it. Centered to Stone in the near circle now. Right up the middle. Marner misplayed it into the far corner. Pastrnak has it for Czechia. Pastrnak up ahead. He takes it into the far... Oh, he centered it, and it got deflected, though. He was trying to get it to Tomas Hertl. Long pass. Marner deflects it. Doughty dumps it in from the red line. And pass up the near boards. Taken by Nietzsche. Centering pass. Backhander blocked. Rebound in the far corner. That was Kempney on the shot. Towards the net. Puck is... What is going on? In the far circle. Long possession here by Czechia. Another shot blocked. Theodore in the far corner. Can't get it out. Blue line keeper. Now Theodore makes a pass up the middle. Canada into the slot. Tip towards the net. McKinnon couldn't get to it. Suzuki doesn't get it. Skated out by Czechia, Ruta, and dumped it in. Bennington plays it up the far boards and out. 8:32 to go. Up the middle, McDavid. Shot. Kick save. Dostal. A nice save. And sent out by Czechia. And Tomasek fell down, and Canada sends it back in. And that is icing on Canada at 8:15. Shots are 19-18 Canada. Who's number 3? What do you mean? Oh, 3 is Tony Canadeo on, yeah, it's the new place. Retired number 3 on Green Bay. It's an old Green Bay jersey. Gotcha. Hey, Peter, how's it going? Yeah, this is the new place. Yeah, I know. I've turned up the ads a little bit. I know that the audio fades, but at least it's, side by side. You can still see the video. They seem to be skippable. So, yeah, hopefully. I think that's how you spell Canadale. I mean, he's an early Packer. We're talking probably 40s and 50s, like the Don Hudson era. Because I have a Hudson era jersey. I framed it just because it's gigantic. I couldn't find a smaller size. It's an old Mitchell and Ness jersey. I got to fix it, though. All right, so U.S. is playing Italy, I guess. That should be a blowout, though. So maybe we'll switch to that. Again, pardon the construction noise. Czechia, let's see. Yeah, U.S. has outscored their opponents 20-1. 5-1, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Surprising 5-0 over Canada. But I guess they dominated them in 2025 as well. Yeah, I'll try to get the old Pennzoil sign up soon, too. Trying to throw breaks in during timeouts and intermissions only. All right, so the U.S. plays Italy, and they get if they advance to the semis, they'll get the winner of Czechia, Sweden, which I think is Monday. Canada, Germany, and will play the winner of Finland, Switzerland. Excuse me, and then the gold and bronze. I think gold and bronze matches have their own days as well. So eight teams advance. Oops, sorry. Somehow my clock got ahead. What the heck? I must have forgotten to pause it. Sorry about that. Under 7:50 to go. Now 7:45 to go in the middle period. Czechia makes a pass. And sent in. Canadian goals by Stone and Celebrini. Stone and Celebrini are your goal scorers for Canada. Stone in the second, Celebrini with 5.6 seconds to go, or 5.7 seconds to go in the first on a tip in. All right, near circle finally taken out by Czechia. To the far boards, Hurdle tried to get it to Pasternak. Marchand sends it out to the neutral ice. Dump in from the red line. Pasternak tips it. And that is Nietzsche's of the Avalanche. And he centered it. A shot. Pasternak couldn't jump on the rebound. It's in the near board. So we got Nietzsche's. Wonder if we're going to have Nietzsche's against McKinnon ever. And icing on Canada at 6:39. Oh, who was that with the hit? Oh, Tom Wilson just obliterated Gudis in the corner. 19 all on the shots. Far face-off circle. Centering pass gets deflected away by Tays of Canada and sent out. I think this is another icing on Canada at 6:28. Yeah, Pasternak nearly. Oh, he just tried to go forehand or backhand to forehand, and then he got hit by Bennett in the corner. Blue line keeper, they pass it to Ronick. Ronick sends one on net. Rebound sent into pads, and Binnington freezes it at 6:20. And Czechia getting some golden opportunities here to try to get into this game. Binnington with a good save. Ronick on the initial shot. Hit him in the chest. Rebound. I didn't see who got the rebound shot there. All right, face off. Shot. Glove save again with 6:18 to go. Off the draw. That shot was by Case. Andre Case. Ondrejkase, the last name. All right, that should be another shot, though. Shouldn't it be 22-19, or did I jump the gun here? All right, face-off finally taken by Theodore. Sent up the near boards, kept in by Simic of Czechia. Now sent up the far boards, but jumped on it again is Case, and he sends it in. Pass to the neutral ice. Case dumps it in again for Czechia. Under 6 minutes to go in the middle period. Pardon me on the throat clearing. All right, tipped ahead in the far circle. Sent out by Czechia to the far boards. Pass tipped. And Canada sends it ahead. Behind the net. Touched up by Dostal. Near boards. Sedlak played it around the net, up the far boards, tipped on ahead, but taken by Thomas Harley and sent in for Canada, and another icing on Canada. Canada's iced it a lot here in the second period, the second half, 10 minutes. Still 21-19 are the shots for Czechia, but 2-0 Canada. Oh, thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. Yeah, we had Stone and Celebrini on the goals. All right, face off taken by Canada and sent out towards the neutral ice. And sent up the near boards. Pass off the near boards, dumped in by Canada into the near corner. Kept in by Theodore at the blue line. Far side. Shot deflected into the near corner. Picked up by Spasek. Sent ahead and icing on Czechia at 4:47. If Jordan Biddington has a strong tournament, the Blues should get back a better return on a trade for him. I think he gets traded on or before the NHL trade deadline, March 6th. Yeah, probably. Saw my boy Timo Meyer with a 2-goal game for the Swiss. Oh, yeah, that's right. They beat France, 4-0? Ooh, a bit of a... They missed a slash on McKinnon. No call. Wow. Behind the net. That's embarrassing. Theodore up ahead into the near corner. Taken by Spasek. Pass up ahead. Deflected. And Wilson, I think, got it up ahead. A nice hit by Czechia. McDavid, I think, tipped it towards the net. It's frozen by Dostal as McDavid gave him a snow show when he pumped the brakes right outside the crease. Surprised nobody hit McDavid on that. Still no shots recently. 21-19 is this shots on goal. Czechia, but 2-0 in favor of Canada. All right, so I think we'll go ahead and make that change for tomorrow. Oh, I need to fix the timer for the third period. Yeah, I'll do that at intermission, I think. I think that's a good call, Brick. We'll just go with the women's game. There's a lot of competition, I think, for the Canadian men's games, unfortunately. I mean, I think I'm going to need to take a Ricola at the intermission. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good goalie. Anaheim's kind of been up and down this season, but yeah, Dostal, I think is solid. I don't think you can go wrong with him as your number one. We're getting flashbacks between the U.S. and... Oh, no, this is the old Czech Republic. And, yeah, when the Czech Republic beat Canada 2-1 in the 98 semifinal. Oh, those were some wild Czech Republic jerseys. I like what they got now. I think I like their blue better than the than the red. Yeah, we'll fix that at intermission. I don't know. There just is a lot of competition for Canada, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, maybe not for the viewer. You get more choices. 4:23 to go, second period. Yeah, but other than the U.S., I think we'll concentrate on the men's tournament. Should just be that one game, I think. Shot towards the net, blocked into the far corner. Taken behind the net by Czechia, behind their own net. Long pass gets away, and I think this is going to be icing on Czechia at 4:06. 21-20. We finally got a shot on goal for Canada. Yeah, I need the Ricola at the intermission vintage commercial. Ricola. I need a Ricola sponsorship. McDavid does not win the draw. It's controlled by Czechia, sent around the boards at the neutral ice to the near circle. Who is that with the puck? Centered shot. Oh, just gets tipped wide. A great opportunity for Czechia. Blue line keeper dumped into the far corner off the stick of Gudis. Neutral ice. Gudis couldn't get to it. Tom Wilson skates it into the O-zone. Makes a pass. McDavid lost it. Keeper by the Canada. Pass deflected out of the zone. Picked up by Harley of Canada. They're getting a line change. Oh, that should have been too many men on the ice. I think they touched it in front of their net. No call again. Refs letting a lot of stuff go, I feel like. And tipped in for Czechia. I mean, they were in the middle of a line change, and that somebody had to have touched it there in the far boards. All right, pass to Harley up the middle. Looked like Canada was offsides. No call. Marchand in the far corner. Sends it behind the net. Centering pass. Got away. Nice attempt by Reinert to center it. It's dumped in by Czechia. Harley takes it behind the Canadian net. Up ahead, Marchand. At the red line, pass up ahead. Reinert right up the middle. Shot, and Horvat with the goal. 3-0 Canada at 2:34. I had the wrong number. 14 on the goal. Bo Horvat. And Canada taking a commanding 3-0 lead here late in the second period with 2:34 to go. So Horvat. Oh, and a slash called on Czechia, Kempny. Horvat from Marchand and Harley. And we get a slash called on Kempny. So, and 3-0 lead, and Canada heads to the power play. Horvat slipped it 5-hole, I think, past Dostal. Again, Horvat with a gash on his left cheek, but that was self-inflicted by Wilson in the last 6 seconds of the first period. All right, for some reason, Peacock does not have the power play. I don't know why. Actually, yeah, where is this Kempny slash? I see 5 out there. I think IIHF is mistaken. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to count the skaters for... There's 4. No, there's 5. I don't know where this mystery slash is from. I'm going to delete it because I think we have 5-on-5. Yeah, I don't know why IIHF and Olympics.com has a slashing penalty for Kempny. I see 5 skaters out there for Czechia, just like Peacock. So we're at 5-on-5. 1.5 minutes to go in the middle period. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless Peacock has just dropped the ball here. But I swear I saw 5 skaters. 1, 2, 3, 4. I Let's see, 4. No, there's definitely 5 skaters out there. Okay, I don't know why. McKinnon, Hagel, far circle, shot saved by Dostal with 59.6 to go in the second period. Yeah, I don't know where this Kempney slash came from. Maybe they called it. Maybe it was going to be a delayed call, and the Horvat goal wiped it out. That's all I can think of. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Got it. I guess I spaced out there. All right, 59.6 to go, middle period. Face-off controlled by Czechia. They send it up. And into behind the net, Harley. Pass off the near boards. Wilson tips it. And Dostal steers it aside. Ronick in the far corner. Wilson with 37 seconds to go. Ronick, or no, taken away by, sent towards the net. That was Celebrini. Celebrini falls down. McDavid behind the net with 20 seconds. Sent towards the net and kept in at the blue line by Harley. Blue line pass, and it was out of the zone. 9 seconds to go. Doughty has it in the far circle. Long pass ahead. Tip to McDavid. Centering pass to Celebrini. Celebrini's shot is blocked. That's the end of the second period. 3-0 the score for Canada. And they lead in shots now 23-22 as well. Guys like Tom Wilson and Brady Tkachuk are great examples of a bygone era of hockey. They combine good scoring skills with great physicality. Yeah, I agree. It's unfortunate, you know. That said, there is a lot of illegal hits that get, like, I still don't know how Wilson wasn't suspended. You know, Rust, I think, got suspended for 3 games, and Wilson delivers a headshot behind the net, made no attempt to avoid hitting the head with his elbow, and didn't I don't even know if he got a penalty on the play, and didn't get a fine or a suspension, when it was pretty much the same thing that Rust did. So, all right, so 2 goals for Canada in the middle period, and they take the 3-0 lead after 2 periods. And let me put that in Twitch as well. All right, there we go. Oh, I think I better eat some lunch at this intermission. All right, so in the first period with 5.7 seconds to go, Celebrini tipped one in front of the net on a shot by Makar and McDavid on the assist, and could have been 4-0, but a goal for Canada got wiped out because right after Suzuki made the pass, he tripped somebody on Czechia. All right, Stone at the 6:40 mark of the second period scored on a great pass from Marner. He was wide open on the right side. The defense was swarming Marner. Marner made a great pass, had to dive over a sliding defender or jump over, and Stone tapped it in. Crosby with the other assist. Horvat on a play up the middle sent it 5-hole past Dostal, and the assists were Marchand and Harley. So 2-0. Or sorry, 2 goals in the second made it 3-0 Canada after 2. All right, I think let me fix the schedule. I think we'll do that live right now. All right. Yeah, I just wonder. I can't decide what game's going to have more competition, whether it's going to be the U.S. because the U.S. because it's women's, or I don't know. I guess we're guaranteed competition for the Canadian men, so let's take a chance on the women. Yeah, so we'll pass on Czechia, Sweden. We'll do France, Czechia, men's hockey. And then, US. Okay, U.S. is playing Italy, so we'll change that right now. So 2:10 tomorrow. On Friday, USA, Italy. And that is women's hockey. Put a space in there. Let's see how that looks. Okay. France, Czechia at 9:40 a.m. and then US, Italy, 2:10 p.m. women's hockey. Michigan State, Wisconsin, 7 o'clock. Yeah, not sure on my weekend schedule. I have to figure some things out, but we'll for sure have men's hockey. Don't know exactly who to root for, knowing Palat isn't a Devil anymore. Crosby just doesn't seem to age. He still plays like he's 25. He's still got another good 5. Yeah, no kidding. We'll see. Pittsburgh's kind of had an up and down year. So first period goal by, let's see, Celebrini for Canada. And then second period goals by Stone and Horvat, Canada. There we go. All right, I think I will try to get some lunch real quick. Like and subscribe. Thank you if you already have. Helps grow the channel. Appreciate your support. All right, let me cue up some music and take a break. All right, we'll get a couple longer songs so we don't hit the same ones. We'll play the patriotic music tomorrow for the U.S. game. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks. right, we are back. I'll get the music shortly. Oh yeah, we still got like a minute. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot. Had to eat. Forgot to get a Ricola. Oh, what the heck? Why is the chat behind on my tablet? Yeah. How does that happen? All right, there we go. Whoops. That chip crumbs all over. All right, let's eliminate the music. All right, hope to see you in, what do we got? A little over 2.5 hours for Latvia, USA, men's ice hockey. I believe that is Group C action. And then tonight, Northern Iowa at Belmont, Missouri Valley Conference action. Nice to see Czechia hanging in there. Some good players. Yager, Eliash, Pasternak. Yeah. Yeah, they've had. I thought, this might be a little closer, but, I guess Bennington's playing pretty well. Not too many great scoring opportunities for Czechia. As we're just about set for the third period. All right. Well, I think we're about set. Again, pardon any construction noise that gets picked up by the mic. Having a 220 outlet put in the garage. We can do level 2 charging of our cars. All right, just about set. We're underway for the third period. Canada in white going left to right. Czechia in mostly red going right to left. Picked up by Ronick and sent ahead. Canada counters. Marner chases into the near corner, delivers a hit. Sent around by Czechia. Ronick trying to dig it out. Up ahead, tipped by Palat. I haven't said Palat much tonight, or today. Sent ahead to Stone, but mistimed the pass. Simic takes it behind the net and sends it up the near board. Stolen immediately. Drop pass to McKinnon towards the net, and it's deflected wide. Picked up by Nietzsche. Sent up ahead for Kubalik into the near boards. Camp trying to dig it out. McKinnon, it's taken by Parayko to neutralize. Now taken by Nietzsche, and his shot is blocked by Parayko. Suzuki works it ahead to Hagel. Hagel at the neutral ice. It's taken away and dumped in by Cervenka of Czechia. Up to the far boards. It's dumped in to behind the Czechia net. Played up the near boards, but not out. Excuse me. Towards the net, and Dostal freezes it. That was a tough angle shot. We'll see if they credit Canada with a shot or not. As of now, Czechia picks up a shot. 23-23. I think personally, Eliash is greatly overlooked in hockey. 400 plus goals, 600 assists, 2 cups, 5 All-Stars, but no Hall of Fame yet. Gotcha. Well, another whistle. We did not get this face-off cleanly. Face-off in the near circle. Taken by the Canada, pardon me. Shot by Harley, saved by Dostal. Rebound into the far boards. Czechia lost it at neutral ice. They take it back, send it up the boards, but McDavid taps it back to Harley. Harley out there with Drew Doughty. When Doughty's not out there, it's Harley and Theodore. Long pass ahead, tipped, sent behind the net, tapped ahead for, but taken away at neutral ice by Canada. And they work it to the near side. That is Makar with the puck for Canada. Up ahead, off the boards, taken behind the net by Simic. And pass ahead. Ooh, somebody got knocked down. I think that was Tomasek. Tays makes a pass. Tipped ahead. Picked up by Stransky. And passed by Kempney. Taken by Gudis. Gudis makes a pass. It's Canada's puck in their own end. Hurdle couldn't get there. It's sent out by Canada. McDavid battling Gudis in the near corner. Sent around the boards to the far corner. McDavid is there. Sends it around behind the net. Blue line keeper. Stolen by Pasternak. And up the middle. Drop pass. Shot by Hurdle wide or high into the near corner. And Canada saucer pass or backhander down the length of the ice. Not icing. Picked up by Kundratek. And taken around the boards. Taken over by Doughty. Doughty passes to McKinnon. McKinnon quickly to the far circle. Backhander. Dostal saves and freezes it at the side of the net with 16:02 to play in the middle period. I'm sorry, third period, final period. 25-24 are the shots. Old saying in sports, it is bad luck to be behind when the game is over. Canada looks strong in the first game. They should only get better. Yep, they're definitely the odds-on favorite in the men's. Sent behind the net, McDavid with the puck. I mean, they'll go as far as Binnington and Thompson take them, I guess. You know, Czechia needs to get some better shots on goal. Nietzsche's with a backhander. Binnington save right on cue. McDavid the other way. And he sends one towards the net. Dostal steers it aside. Another shot. Dostal saved it. Kind of stunned him. He couldn't find it. Luckily, Czechia took it behind the net. And, man, I guess that shot wasn't on net by Nietzsche. We got a whistle at 15:21. All right, Cooper questioning the call for Canada. I don't know what ended up being the call. All right. Whistle at 15:21. Face off. May have been icing, I guess, on Canada. I don't know. Shot from the near side. I think that was a good save by Binnington off the stick of Spacek. Yeah, 26-25. Binnington plays it to the far boards, and Canada knocks it ahead, but it's picked up by Spacek. Up ahead. Far circle. Sent behind the net. Canada, that was Tays who got it to Makar, assuming we're getting line changes here as we have 14:40 to go in the third period. Dumped in, Dostal behind the net, plays it up the near boards. tipped, and looks like passed ahead for Czechia. They dump it in. Binnington behind his net, plays it to the far boards. Pass to the middle, taken by Stone, leaves it for Marner. Marner in the near board, sends it all the way around to the far corner. Stone centered it. Marner tipped it. May have been saved. It's Crosby with the puck, and his centering pass goes down the length of the ice. Picked up by Parayko. Cross ice pass, sent ahead, deflected at the red line, and dumped in by Canada. Or sorry, by Czechia. Canada has it now. McKinnon at the red line, up ahead. Battle in the near boards. Ooh, somebody got knocked down for Canada. Hurdle couldn't get it. Hagel. Now Hurdle sends it out to the red line. Picked up by Harley. Suzuki gets it to Hagel. Hagel to McKinnon. Tipped wide of the net. McKinnon in the near corner. Sends it around Hagel. Blue line keeper for Harley. Off the near boards. They missed Doughty. Touch pass sent out. And Hagel sends it around. Suzuki centers it. It gets away. Picked up by Pastrnak for Czechia. Towards the near circle. In the slot, pass tipped and on net, steered aside by Binnington behind the net. Doughty with the puck, drop pass back to, looks like Harley. Harley behind the Canadian net with 12:45 to go. Harley takes it, swoops around, gets it to Doughty. Doughty pass up ahead, far circle, centering pass, tipped behind the net, and we got a penalty, I think, at 12:31. Who's this on? Well, let's listen in. Was there a penalty?
So a power play for Canada with a 3-0 lead as Kubalik.
Kubalik with the penalty, number 81, not put up on the board on either website, strangely enough. I don't understand that. So Canada already leading 3-0, heads to the power play. And we have a break. Why did they not put this penalty up yet? Very strange. I don't understand. Are they going to review this or something? Jeepers. How do I get back to the... Oh, there. Yep, Switzerland with the win. Sweden and Slovakia with wins yesterday. Switzerland today, Sweden and Slovakia yesterday. Oh, there's the Kubalik penalty. I don't know what took them so long to put this on the board. Yep, spoiler alert coming up. IIHF is way ahead of Peacock. And it doesn't appear. Yeah, well, there we go. It's too late. Kept in at the blue line by Makar. Pass to the far circle, McDavid. Crosby to McDavid towards the net. Tap in goal by McKinnon, and it's 4-0 on the power play goal. And Canada in complete control of this one. That should be your dagger. Can't see Czechia coming back down from 4-0. McKinnon from McDavid and Crosby. Oh, they had McKinnon out. Oh, this is the power play unit. Yeah, no Celebrini on power play 1. Yeah, just a cross-ice pass through the crease. Nothing Dostal could do. He had to respect the near post with McDavid. Gudis, it went right past Gudis. Yeah, pass was in the air, so I guess a saucer pass and knocked in by McKinnon, and it's 4-0 Canada. In behind the net, Dostal plays it up the far boards, kept in by Canada. Up ahead into the far corner. Doughty with a hit. Canada behind their own net. Centering pass. Back to the blue line. Pass to the far side. Towards the net. Binnington on his belly at the side of the net, and Canada sends it out. Shot was wide into the far boards. 11:35 to go in the third period. Pass to Makar towards the net. Nice save by Dostal. Makar trying to dig it out. He's in the near corner, near circle. Back to the blue line. A shot and a save by Dostal at 11:19. 30-25 on the shots now for Canada, and they lead 4-0. They had 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 so far here in the fourth. Or sorry, in the third. Fourth goal in the third. Faxa and Harley mixing it up. Excuse me. All right, pass to the near board sent up by Palat. Canada in the far boards. Up ahead to Stone. Stone's pass deflected. Kept in at the blue line by Parayko. Now it's sent by Palat, the hurdle, over to Pastrnak. Pastrnak into the near corner, trying to hit Palat. Sent out by Crosby off the far boards. Marner couldn't get there. Hurdle has it for Czechia. And we have 10:40 to go in the third. Pass off the far boards taken by Hagel. Dropped to McKinnon. McKinnon near circle. Centers it. Knocked aside by Gudis this time into the far corner. Skated out by Kubalik. And now Makar sends it to the near boards, gloved down by Gudis. Gudis passes it. Nichis has it. Nichis has it again. Nichis up the middle, over the red, into the ozone, lost the puck. Canada sends it right out. Kempney picks it up, sends it around the boards, taken up the near side boards, into the near corner. Cervenka behind the net. And Camp couldn't get to it in the far corner, and looks like icing on Canada. No, they did not call it. Up the near boards by Spacek and kept in. McDavid sends it around. 9.5 to go in the third period. Shot wide or deflected into the netting at 9:23. And yeah, McKinnon on that power play goal to make it 4-0. Power play equal. Yeah, that's the first. They had 3 even strength goals, and they get 1 on the power play in the third period here. 31-25 are the shots on goal. All right. All right, just about set to resume here with 9:23 to go in the third. All Canada up 4-0. Shots are 31. They about to get a shot here for Czechia. It seems face off in the Czechia zone, taken behind the net, sent up the far boards by Spasic. Up ahead, far circle. Shot from the far circle. That is on net. Saved by Binnington in the far corner. Sent around the boards by Canada. Up the near boards. Kept in again by Spasic. Towards the near circle. That shot was blocked. Don't think that was on target. Sent out off the far boards to Horvat and taken in again by Tomasek for... now he got it to Pastrnak, who sent it to Hurdle, and it's sent to the neutral ice by Canada. And under 8.5 to go. Czechia brings it in once again to the near corner. Blue line keeper sent towards the net, deflected into the netting. That was a shot by Ronick at 8:17. Shots are still 31-26. Czech is good, but not Canada. USA. Yeah, Russia. I know. It would be nice if we had Russia. Oh, the official got tripped in the corner. I thought I saw that live. I didn't see who got him, though, here on the replay either. How's it going, Austin? Hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Face off Canada. Blue tried to get it out. Now they have it over the red line. 2-on-2. Far circle shot. Glove saved by Dostal. He hangs on with 8:06. Bennett on the shot. He was with Crosby and took the shot from the far circle. And Dostal saved it and held on for the whistle. Got to remember to take a Ricola between games. The voice a little rough here today since the second period. Or in first intermission. Gudis with the clearing attempt. Crosby takes it right into the near circle. Centers. It's deflected wide by Stone. And Crosby trying to dig it out. 7:50 to go in the third. Near circle sent out by Czechia. This might be icing. Marner picks it up. No, they did not call icing. Crosby and taken by Makar behind the net. He's waiting for the line change. 7.5 to go in the third. All Canada up 4-0. All right. Makar right up the middle. Pass to McKinnon. Far circle. Centering shot was wide. Off the stick of Hagel, I believe. And sent out by Case of Czechia. Into the far corner. Sent around the near boards. McKinnon sends it ahead. Hagel. Suzuki to Hagel. Hagel in the far circle. Battling with Spasic. Behind the net. McKinnon sends one. It may have been saved. And sent into the near corner. Far circle towards the net. Deflected in the net. It's 5-0. That was the 40 or the 34th shot at 6:38. Didn't see who got the goal. Tough night for Dostal. Suzuki of the Montreal Canadiens gets the goal, assisted by McDavid and Harley. Just a poke towards the... Oh, Suzuki tapped it and it went 5-hole. McDavid sent the shot and Suzuki redirected. Oh, no, it was not 5-hole. Dostal was down on the ground with the stick, and it went high over the blocker side just inside the near post. Great play by Suzuki. So congrats to the Montreal Canadian on his goal. And we got a false start on the draw. No, Russia means it's actually a World Championships. Well, happy birthday to your daughter, Austin. All right, good. I'm glad things are going well. All right, 6:35 to go. Sent in by Canada. I hit the wrong button. And looks like icing on Czechia at 6:25 to go. All right, a bit of a blowout here. Wasn't really expecting that, but I guess this is the best team in the world, and they're playing like it, especially here in the second and the third period. All right, keeper for Parayko at the blue line. Pass into the far boards. McDavid getting hit. It's the near boards. I lost track because they had a weird camera angle. Sent out. Nope. Now taken over by Czechia. Sent to the right wing. Dumped in behind the net. So that was Stransky. Sent out by Canada. And let's see. Czechia. Pastrnak had it. His stick gets knocked away from him. Picked up by Parayko. Taken around the net. Up the ice at the red line. Dumped it in. Near corner. Bennett tried to get to it. Battling for the puck. And kept in at the blue line and sent towards the net. That was a shot by Makar. Behind the net, centering pass. Makar towards the far circle. Another shot wide or high. And it goes out to the neutral ice. Picked up by Makar. Quickly over to Taze. Taze sends it. Czechia trying to get a line change. They play it to the near side for Spacek. Spacek in front of the net, near circle. 4:45 to go in the third. Spacek up ahead. Played into the far corner. Centering pass deflected. Taken away by Marner. Stone to Marner. Marner in the far boards. Sends it in behind the Czechia net. Stone centered it. Shot towards the net. Crosby couldn't deflect it. Puck is in the far circle. 4:20 to go. And Harley at the blue line. They send it in behind the net. Marner missed it. He was getting kind of tied up by Spacek. Marner with the puck into the near boards. Now behind the net. And a pass kept in. Blue line for Marner to Parayko, who sends it in. And finally, Czechia clears it, but it's picked up by Theodore for Canada. Up the middle, McKinnon near circle. That shot was wide and high. Into the far boards, sent around. Suzuki centered it, and a nice shot by Hagel, and a good save by Dostal with 3:36 to go in the third. Shots are 36-26 Canada. Again, pardon the construction noise. 5-0 Canada. Late in the third period here. Suzuki, McKinnon on the goals. They had one goal in the first, 2 in the second, 2 here in the third, that being Canada. I don't know what that replay was of. 3:36 now to go here in the third. Canada in complete control. All right, come on. How long is this break? Well, still waiting. Nice. Suzuki already scoring. Nice. Yep. Gotta love Nick Suzuki. When is this gold medal game? Yeah, that's right. The Canadians won it the last two times there was NHL players, 2010 and 2014 at the Olympics. McKinnon is 9-12 on faceoffs. All right, sent and knocked into the bench area at 3:22. Shots are still 36-26 Canada. Score 5-0 Canada as well. Dostal still has 31 saves on these 36 shots. And Binnington has saved all 26 he's faced. All right, taken and dumped in by Canada. Off the stick of Makar. Centering pass deflected and sent out by Czechia. This might be icing. It is with 3:03 to go. All right, 3:03 to go in the third. Face off, controlled by Czechia. They send it up off the near boards and in, and another icing at 2:56. All right. Another face off in the Czechia end. Face off controlled in the far boards, trying to dig it out. Still pinned up against the boards. Back to the blue line for Harley. And tipped out by Czechia. And Harley picks it up. 2:30 to go in the third. Dump in by Canada all the way around the boards to the far side. McDavid battling in the far corner. Gets it to, let's see who. Oh, that's right. That's Celebrini in 17. Yeah, I think Celebrini and Doughty are the only ones not wearing their normal numbers. Not sure why Celebrini isn't. Sent around by Makar to the far boards. And not out. Kept in by Czechia. Under 2 to go. Binnington plays it to the far corner. Tays sends it. Kept in again by Czechia. Pasternak's pass is out of the zone. Picked up by Kempny. Both teams, or at least Canada's getting a line change. Pass back to Kempny. Kempny, he gets it right back from not Pasternak. Nietzsche's. Pass ahead for Camp. Camp up ahead. Nietzsche's. Camp has it in the far corner. And he's tied up by Parayko and sent out of the zone. Spacek will take it. All right, up the boards. Nietzsche gets it deflected away. Drew Doughty with the puck for Canada. Right up front of the net. Under a minute to go. Up ahead. Marner dumps it in to the far corner. Sent behind the net for Spacek. Stone with the puck to the blue line. Doughty to, I think, Harley. That shot was wide. Off the boards. Taken by Cervenka, up ahead for Czechia, into the near corner, sent around the boards by Canada. Crosby trying to dig it out. Why is Crosby out there up 5-0 with 24 seconds to go. I don't understand. Behind the net, Czechia with the puck, centering, deflected away. Crosby sends it to neutral ice. It's picked up by Czechia. They're trying to get a last-second line change. Ronick passes. Taken behind the net. That's it. That's the game. Final score, 5-0 Canada. Shots were 36-26. A bit of a blowout. 1 goal in the first 2 in each of the second and third periods. 21 votes, 76% were correct that the Canadians would win. Just putting it in Twitch as well. All right. Well, hope to see you in about 2 hours. We will have Latvia against the United States. And then tonight, Northern Iowa at Belmont. And then tomorrow, France, Czechia, 9:40 in the morning. And then the women's quarterfinal match, USA against Italy. And the nightcap, Michigan State, Wisconsin. All right. We had goals. Thanks, Lawrence. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the support. Again, we had goals by Celebrini in the first, assisted by Makar and McDavid. Stone in the second from Marner and Crosby. Horvat in the second from Marchand and Harley. McKinnon in the third from McDavid and Crosby. And finally, Suzuki in the third from McDavid and Harley. So it looks like McDavid had 2. McDavid had 3 assists today. Wow. So good game for him. All right, that's going to do it. Hope to see you soon. If not, in the next one after tonight or tomorrow. This is going to do it then for the Canadian men's game here. Sin Bin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Take care. And bye-bye for now.